Let's talk about cost. You and I have discussed this before when the Green New Deal just came out, and I'm still troubled by the idea that there are lots of people, critics particularly, who tell you how much it's going to cost, but we don't seem to have math on the other side. What's the cost of not doing something about it? There's an estimate from the Carbon Disclosure Project that says that the cost to the 215 of the world's biggest companies, and there are thousands of companies in America alone, is $1 trillion cumulatively just in the next 5 years. So
yes.
When talking about climate change, we do seem to be critical of the costs of doing something about it, but we seem to just absorb the cost of not doing something about it as part of life.
Right. And I think that's indicative of the ways that we just absorb the cost of not doing anything on climate change right now. So, right, the cost of fossil fuels, of oil, of the fuels that we use to power our cars are lower than they actually are because we don't count the effect that they have on the environment, the effect that they have on public health, the fact that it's causing people to get asthma and cancer and all of these other things. So in a lot of ways, it's just the status quo. But the fact is that we have to start thinking about the costs of inaction because they are mounting, and they are mounting quickly, and everyone agrees that they are higher than what we can even estimate right now. And so you cannot talk about the cost of dealing with a problem if you don't talk about the cost of not dealing with that same problem.
Kind of interesting, though, that we do, right? That's the habit society's gotten into.
It is. We like to think about the cost of what will happen because we like to think that the way we live right now has no cost.
Right.
And we know that that is not true, right? We know that people, especially people of color, are dying daily from fossil fuel pollution, right? We know that we're losing 1 million species right now because of climate change. We know that there are costs to the ways that we live right now, and the sooner that we grapple with that reality, the sooner that we will all be able to build an America and a world that is safe and prosperous and healthy for all of us.
Rhiana, thanks as always.